Welcome back, everyone. In this video, we are going to talk about Dogecoin. So straight to the point, on the daily time frame, we had a smaller retest of the local support or resistance zone, which was broken. So during this moment, it was a resistance. We had a heavy breakout here. Of course, all the indicators were broken, and currently we are retesting this 200 EMA, and we had a slight wick touch as well to this broken zone. Now, we won't consider this as a proper retest, so we are looking for a further movement to lower zones to happen. It would be like additional 25% of market price movement, or another chance about which we are going to talk about on the smaller time frames is a potential 40% downward movement to come. Now, as we mentioned already, this 200 EMA, so let's put a marker here as well. If we go to the smaller time frames, so we know what line this is. Let's put it at 200 EMA, bottom, top, right. This. So currently, let's zoom in. We see we had broken down from here. Quick liquidity movement, a pressure from sellers, and currently we are retesting again this zone. Now, there is two ways to go. Basically, if we break out from here, there is possibility of seeing upward movement to this 200 EMA, which would be also filling this CMA gap. And from here on, we would go for a short position to lower zones, resulting in, as we mentioned, like 35%. Or if we see a further dominance from the sellers, then of course we might see a further movement to lower zones from here. So it will be 25%. Now, let's go on hourly time frame first, I think. Okay, this will do. So on hourly time frame, both 200 DMAs and on daily time frames, 200 DMA have aligned here. You can see this is the two daily time frames. Now, the game plan is pretty simple. We won't complicate anything much. So we want to see a proper breakout from here. So a breakout as soon as we see price to secure this zone and this line here as well. So a local top, we are going to look for potential like breakout from here as well. And once we break out from here, this would be our potential entry zone for a long position. So risk and reward ratio would be something like, let's say, 1 to 3 basically. So this would be the setup that we would use. And take profit zone wouldn't be at the top of the CMA gap, but rather, as we mentioned, on daily time frame, it would be closer to this. So let me put a line here as well, so we can see the zone approximately where the take profit zone should be. So risk and reward ratio would be actually like 1 to 2. Basically 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. This is the target zone for us. Now, there is another chance of seeing, of course, a downward movement, and this would be only if we see a breakdown, not from this zone here. This would be like a first confirmation. So if we see a local breakdown from here, market structure break, which would lead then the price to this zone here. So can't really put a area here, so I'm going to just put dotted lines and this zone here. Now, if we see any breakdowns from this zone, which means that we see some kind of weakness here, we fall down, break this, and reach this zone, most likely this could be also a potential like trading setup to this like branch of second moving average, middle line of Bollinger Bands, and 100 EMA. This would be the stop loss for us, and risk and reward ratio would be again like 1 to 2 basically, slightly less as well. So once we see a breakdown from this zone, then let's go on 4-hour time frame quickly. Then this would be our entry point. So a short position from here, let's see, stop loss definitely would be closer to here. So a daily time frames 200 EMA, and risk and reward ratio would be something like, we can call it 1 to 2. So yeah, two ways to go. Currently, we need to monitor what the Dogecoin will do at current price, because this zone seems pretty strong. but a bullish momentum is occurring. So once we see an upward movement and the break of the zone, then of course we are going to enter with a potential like upward movement, as we mentioned previously. Let's remove these ones quickly. We'll put a new one, proper one. So breakout, retest, fully movement to the upper zones, or breakdown, retest, further breakdown, and then a movement to the lower zones, of course. So as of now, we are going to wait. First entry is here, second entry is here. So as soon as we see some kind of confirmations, then only and then we are going to enter. So that's it for the Dogecoin. As always, stay sharp. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video.